Hi, welcome to AwkwardHamster. Today is a much-awaited review of the FI9821W. I got this one directly from Foscam. They sent me this as a review sample, probably because they saw how popular some of my Foscam videos became. So without further ado, let me just go straight in. This is the web UI. This is the layout of the new Foscam, and it looks neater. For some reason, just cleaner. Well, another thing to note out is that now it's using media port 888. This is because this is a H.264 Foscam, HD Foscam. So if you're doing any port forwarding, just remember to open up the media port too. Let me just log in here first. Now, hey, that's me. So this is the indoor video test. And let me first show you the firmware I'm running. On this Foscam, its system firmware is 1.2.1.1. The app firmware, so far everything is the latest firmware. And another thing is the device status. Okay, I'm not using any, the network I'm on, my Wi-Fi network, everything is 802.11g. I'm not on N. I know some people mentioned that, oh, do they need 802.11n to use the HD Foscam? No, you don't need it. It's still 1 megapixel. Now this is the Foscam. If you see my hand move, there's a fraction of a second delay. This is it's not bad. And another thing that I noticed is the stream. Everything just seems to be cleaner. This web UI is a lot cleaner than the previous one. So right now I'm usually I'm streaming at 720p at 25 frames, and here are just some of the other ones. You see what it looks like. It just looks weird. VGA too. This one actually looks better. Keep it at 720p if you can. The 10 frames. No, something looks wrong off of that. Now, before I go over the pros and cons, I just want to first cover some of the things that's changed between the 20W and this 21W. The dial here, guess what? These diagonal ones, they're back, and I like it because I just did not like how with the 20W had to press this and then this to adjust. It was just a bit annoying. Now some other things that's welcoming is the buttons down here. See these buttons? Open video, close video, open talk, open audio. Now, in the past, I always had to use Internet Explorer to get the audio working two-way. But now I can even do that in Safari without installing plugins or anything. So, Open Talk, I can hear my voice coming out of the Foscam. Audio quality is eh. And now for the speaker, well, the computer is now, through computer speakers, picking up the sound that's being captured by the microphone of Foscam. Close this. You can snap a picture, shoot a little video, or full screen. Yay, full screen. So I'm going to do a couple of video tests. This is obviously the indoor video. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to bring this Foscam outdoors right now, so you can see what it is like. It's about 3:40, 45 in the afternoon. The sun is out. I'll give you a shot seeing what the outdoor video quality is like. And now I moved the Foscam outdoors. So it's sitting at roughly the same spot where I always shoot my other comparison videos. And I'm just going to start walking in front of the Foscam because a viewer wanted to see motion in front of it last time, but I didn't have that much motion in it. It's about 4 p.m. A nice breezy, cold, more afternoon in Jersey. I'm going to lift up my right hand, up, down, up, just so you can see the speed of the video. And it's about a second or so delay. Left, right. Well, the Foscam is also mounted outdoors, so there is always that transmission lag. Now, what I'm also to do is compare the field of vision. So you can see that with this Foscam, you can view all the way to the red car, and on the right hand side to the banister. So I'm going to bring up a video clip of the older Foscam. So with this older Foscam, the field of view, which is this one right here, this was the FI9820W, and the field of vision was very narrow. So I'm very glad that Foscam actually improved it for the 21W, because this was one of my major gripes for the 20W. Let me just close this 20W video. So this is the outdoor test, and I'm going to shoot this again at nighttime, just so someone can see how the night vision works out. So hand up, down, up, down. Okay. So this is the nighttime test. Right now it's about almost 8:20 p.m. and the Foscam is placed at roughly the same spot as before during daytime. And you can see the brightness of the nighttime LEDs, the infrared LEDs. So what I'm going to do now is just walk down the sidewalk, or my walkway. It's a bit dark. Can't go too far or else my laptop will lose the internet connection or the feed to the Foscam. So what I'm going to do now is just lower the brightness of the laptop screen, and I'm going to raise my hand, lower my hand, raise my hand, lower my hand as I slowly walk upward, just so I can see the lag or the speed, perhaps even the clarity of the video. Now you can see on the left hand side my neighbor is currently pulling their car out of a driveway very slowly. You can see the speed, you can see the lights of their car. So for nighttime, this basically just acts as like a motion sensor. You can't really see the detail of the person's face or anything. Okay, they're gone. And now my other neighbor is pulling up. Okay, so that concludes the nighttime test. Now I'm going to perform an indoor night test, darkness test basically. I'm going to turn off a light to the playpen. Now I'm just going to walk around the room so you can see the speed. I'm going to lift my hand up, down, up, down. I'm going to sit on this footrest here for a sec. Just rock back and forth. Okay, I'm going to go turn the light back on. Now's the time for the pros and cons. Let me first cover the pros. The field of vision, it is significantly better than the FI9820W. And as Foscam advertises, it is very similar to the FI8910W. Because basically you're not looking through a barrel anymore. You actually have a wider angle view. Another pro is this whole web layout is significantly easier to use than the previous model. Now, some other things is, like, for example, the streaming, it says 25 frames per second, but you can always change that in the settings. Let's see, you can go to videos, video settings, and now I can choose my frame rate to be 25 or 30, whichever one you're more comfortable with. Some other pros are the sound. I can now get sound, audio, and microphone, a speaker and a microphone to work on a Foscam and be able to use it on my Mac computer, not just a Windows computer. And simply all I need to do is just click on the buttons down here. Turn that off. Taking a snapshot picture. So the quality isn't that great, but it's better than a 0.3 megapixel camera. So, okay, now some of the cons. Let me first show you what Foscam advertises. They're saying that this one supports multi-device viewing and is capable with the FI8910W and all other MPEG models. So in this other browser window right here, This is the FI9818W. It's an MPEG model. This is the very first Foscam I got, and I still use it because, well, it's a workhorse. If it's not broke, why replace it? And even though I keep recommending the FI8910W, I bought so many from Foscam. I've been using that as gifts for friends who's expecting a child to use as a baby monitor. So some people have been asking, rather than buying the 10W, you should just start buying this 21W and use this one as a baby monitor. My response is no. So a couple of reasons. Back to the multi-device setting. This one, if I go to multi-camera, see over here I tried adding a second camera. I tried adding this one right here, the Marcus. Let me hit refresh here for a second. Why didn't it show up? I'm not sure. But what I noticed that if I'm in this multi-camera setting, it crashes my web browser a lot. And a lot of times, if I actually put in a host here and I click add, it says it adds it. But if I log out or basically close the web browser and go back in, it's gone. It goes back to saying add multi-device. So let me just close Safari again because I crashed Safari. So here I'm going to try to remove it again. I'm going to go to my second camera, delete this, go back, live view. It's just one Foscam right now. I head back to the settings, click on a second camera, then I choose my other camera, put on my connection information, hit add, and now it's added. You can see that the other camera is currently operational, and the IP is still the same, the 150. I go back to live view. There's nothing in this screen. So I'm going to quit out of Safari completely, head back into Safari, hit continue, log in. There's nothing in this upper right window. I click on settings, basic settings, multi-camera, and now this IP right here, it's gone. It just says add multi-device. I'll click on it. For some odd reason, every time I quit Safari and come back in, it just disappears. But this is something that I think Foscam can address in a software fix. I don't think it's hardware. So this is more of a software problem. I have been able to get this to work on a Windows 7 machine and only using Internet Explorer. But the same problem exists where if I quit Internet Explorer and go back in, this field goes back to being add multi-device. So that's why I think that this is more of a software thing. I can't really think that I added anything wrong. It's a very straightforward add, especially when you can just click on this and it pre-populates the field for you. Try add again, multi-device, nothing. Well, that's just puzzling. Now another problem I have with this is, which is my gripe on the 20W, is still my gripe on this one. The crackling noise that comes from the speaker every time someone's viewing it is irritating. So one of my viewers last week was asking, can they use this as a security camera? My simple response, no. Because the crackling noise will just give away the camera's position. They're asking if they can hide it or perhaps mount it to the ceiling and put a dome over it. First, if you put a dome over the Foscam and turn off the lights, the infrared LED sensors, they're just going to bounce off the glass and reflect back and just create a one white image. And the second problem is the sound, the crackling noise from this. The crackling noise on this is unreal. It's really annoying. So you see this? You hear that little click, 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 click? That's the sound coming from the speaker every time someone's viewing it. Let me just bring the camera to this. Let me just position it so you can. So that's the Foscam right there. Let's see if we can capture the crackling noise. And now on the computer, I'm going to click on settings. Noise is gone. Go back to live video. The noise is back. Why does this occur? I called Foscam support, the one in Texas, and the gentleman I worked with, first he said it was the infrared, the IR cut sensor. And he said, oh, it's because of the IR cut sensor, that's why you hear the clicking noise. I told him, no, it's not clicking noise. I know what the IR cut sensor sounds like. So I held the phone right next to the sag noise so he can hear it. And his next response was, that's normal. That's not something a customer wants to hear. This noise is mainly because of this crackling noise. That is why I cannot recommend this Foscam to be a baby monitor or even a security monitor. And that's why I'm just basically using it just to view my playpen area. And it's just so weird that it only comes on, this static noise only comes on when someone's trying to view the Foscam. Currently I'm running the latest firmware. And the firmware I'm running is, the system firmware is 1.2.1.1. I'm just go to the Foscam website. And on the bottom of their website, the 1.1.1.11 for the web UI, that's the same one I'm running. So is this a hardware bug? Is this a software bug? I have no idea. But I probably need to place another call back to Foscam. And hopefully I can speak to someone else that can give me a better answer other than this is normal. There's the big difference between this is normal and this is acceptable. So, okay, well, there's a lot more features on this Foscam which I still have not tested. Storage locations, whether I'm recording on an SD card. I don't have an SD card to use right now. I've been going on these video shoots, these interviews lately, so they're all filled up. Path, playback. If I actually had the SD card, this is something I would be interested in testing out, because some of my viewers, they don't want to keep their computer turned on at all times. So instead, you just pop an SD card and just basically work off it. So this is just my basic review. Whether or not this is a buy or not buy, let's see 3 scenarios. 1, security, not buy. Baby cam, crib cam, not buy. Monitoring a certain public area, sure, is a buy. Because the static noise, I'm about 8 feet from it, and I can clearly hear the crackling noise coming from the speakers of the Foscam. So that's why it's like, if you're in a public area, the sound of crackling noise will probably drown out. Aside from that, I would not use this Foscam anywhere else. So this Foscam, just try to keep it for like monitoring a playpen or a dining room or a playroom, not for a bedroom. The crackling noise will drive you nuts. Now, stay tuned for my next videos. I'll try to make a video of upgrading firmware. I'll make a video on comparing the Foscam models. I'm not sure if I'll include the FI9821W in my comparison next time, because that one has been discontinued. It's been replaced with this one, essentially, the 21W. So I'll need to first go buy a 10W again. I keep giving those away. So I need to go to Foscam and purchase another FI8910W. And I'll do a comparison between the 18W, 10W, and 21W. And as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to send to me. Any video requests, reach out to me. Once I have time, I'll answer as many of your questions as I can. Thanks for watching AwkwardHamster.